We've been a leader in banking for more than 100 years. You'll find us here, at home, on your phone, and everywhere you go. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Sponsored by Renaissance Bank.
Good morning and welcome to Newsbreak for Monday, August 14th. I'm Derek Russell. First on today's show, we'll take a look at the Weather Underground forecast. More rain in your forecast for this week. Today, a high of 85 with a low of 72, 60% chance of rain. Tuesday, high of 87 and a low of 73 with a 60% chance of rain. Wednesday, high of 90 and a low of 74 with a 60% chance of rain. And Thursday, more thunderstorms, high of 91 and a low of 74. For more weather, visit djournal.com/weather. Lee County leaders have invited public input on a proposed property tax hike needed to finance construction of a $51 million law enforcement complex. The county's Board of Supervisors will convene a public hearing on the matter at 6 p.m. Tuesday on the second floor of the Lee County Justice Center. The proposed complex will include a 600-person jail, expanded sheriff's offices, and a new justice court. Depending on various factors, a bond issue to finance the project could require a tax increase of between $4.5 and $5 million. Such a bond issue will add about $50 of tax for every $100,000 of assessed residential property value. The supervisors intend to vote on the issue on August 21st. However, that vote would be to authorize an architect to proceed with detailed plans. Bonds would not be issued until later. A countywide property tax hike would affect all residents of the county, including those inside municipalities. Elvis fans now have a place they can call their own, and it's right in the King's backyard. Scores of fans gathered at the Elvis Presley birthplace and museum on Saturday morning for the annual Fan Day. They sat under a pavilion or stood just outside it as a new venue on the grounds was dedicated. Reflections consists of a small lake featuring 2 fountains and a waterfall. There are benches around the lake for visitors to sit and reflect. Wednesday will mark 40 years since Elvis Presley died. The Elvis Presley Memorial Foundation President Henry Dodge said Reflections is a place for fans to think about those who helped them become successful or to give thanks for their blessings. The leadership of the Lee County Library has proposed a $10 million package of renovations and expansions to the existing building. Library Director Jeff Tomlinson wants to modernize and update the building's exterior while significantly renovating its interior and reconfiguring its layout. Key goals include an expansion of the children's area, the creation of group study rooms, increased power outlets to accommodate electronic devices, and redesigned staff spaces. The current building opened in 1971, and some piecemeal redesign of the interior has occurred over the years. However, Tomlinson hopes to completely reimagine the building rather than merely tweak it. To finance the project, Tomlinson hopes to piggyback on the bond issue currently under consideration by the Lee County Board of Supervisors for the law enforcement facility. And in sports, big things are once again expected from the Tupelo and Kossuth high school football teams this season. Both squads paced the Daily Journal's preseason rankings that were released this weekend. Tupelo High School is ranked number 1 among large schools, followed by West Point, Lafayette, Oxford, and Amory. The Golden Wave went 12-1 last season, and linebackers Jet Johnson and Peter Gray led a stout defense. Kossuth is the top-ranked small school, followed by North Pontotoc, Houston, Calhoun City, and Baldwin. The Aggies averaged nearly 40 points per game last season, en route to a 11-2 mark. For more on the upcoming season, check out the Daily Journal's high school preview section in Sunday's paper. Thanks for watching Newsbreak on this Monday. Don't forget this show is one of the many online offerings courtesy of the Daily Journal that gets you news off the page and on the go. Today at 2 p.m. you can watch the Capitol View webcast with Capitol Bureau Chief Bobby Harrison out of Jackson at djournal.com. All the stories discussed today on Newsbreak can be found in your Daily Journal or online at djournal.com, where you can find a new episode of Newsbreak each weekday at 7 a.m. Thanks for joining us. I'm Derek Russell.